Hi everybody, welcome back to For Aqua Spirits channel, YouTube channel for divination, healing, and community for Aqua Spirits. I am your host, Reverend Mayhem, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. I've tried to do 2 videos since the last video that, what is the aperture? I tried to do 2 videos since the last video that we cut and put on the video, or put on YouTube. The first one got completely derailed. Didn't have the sound on, didn't have all kinds of technical problems. And I'm a tech guy, so I can tell you basic stuff that I was making mistakes on. Stupid. But then sorry, I think that extra light was messing with my exposure. Excuse me. But then I tried to do another video. I got about halfway through it. I realized I was reading the energies wrong. Spirit even stopped me in the middle of the video, and I apologized, and I got back on track. And then the camera ran out of memory, and I had to restart the video, and then just problems. And I started realizing that I may not have been doing that video in particular for the right reasons. I think I was so caught up in just releasing content and releasing videos in succession that I didn't take into account what I was releasing. So I went back and convened with Spirit to make sure that this was the spread I was supposed to be doing. And it is. I had the right spread, but throat chakra. I just wasn't doing it for the right reasons. So I had scratched that whole video, and here I am again. So we're gonna try this again. It's just the lesson here that I would take away from this, or that I have taken away from this, is my authentic self is what needs to be seen, what needs to be shown, what needs to be heard. And anytime I try to alter that, the result is a very difficult uphill sort of energy. So hopefully you can take something away from that. If you can learn from my mistakes, that would be fantastic, because I made a lot of them. So we're doing the shadow self spread. What you've been repressing, why you've been repressing it, how to overcome, and where to draw your strength. So, see, I almost did it again. Let's take a moment, please, to vibe with the collective. us meet in this space up here. I promise I didn't blow on it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Now that we're in tune, let's try this again. The shadow self. Oh, the Aquarius collective on the shadow. On the shadow. If you're not familiar with the concept of the shadow, I suggest you look up Carl Jungs' work. I'll post a link down below. But let's get started. Page of Swords. With what you have been suppressing. The Three of Wands. Why you've been suppressing. The Four of Swords. Into how you can overcome. And the Hermit for where to pull your strength from. I never pull an overall card, but I've been feeling it, so. King of Wands. Interesting. Put that to the side. So, Page of Swords. For what we've been suppressing. Page of Swords. You are not putting into action things that would make you truly happy. You know the things that would make you truly happy, and you're not putting your action to it. Your inner child is what you are suppressing. Yeah, get that real strong. Your inner child. A page. So, healing your inner child is extremely important with getting in contact with your higher self. And, you know, when I'm talking about making your inner child happy, I'm not talking about, you know, eating ice cream for breakfast. But if that truly makes you happy, man, then do it. That's an inconsequential thing that'll bring joy into your life. And if eating ice cream in the morning will bring joy into your life and let you start off the day with a great mood, then maybe that's what you need to do, man. Yeah, there's hurt here. And you're not tending to it. Sorry, I know that's like super generic, but that's what I'm getting. More throat chakra, man. Speak your mind. So why you've been suppressing it? It's Three of Wands. Why are you suppressing it? I think I think your adult responsibilities have weighed on your shoulders. And for the first time in a long time, you can see the horizon. Oh my God, it's beautiful. And you're having a moment where you need to choose. You're in deep contemplation about what needs to happen next, and what, where you need to go. But you're afraid to make that choice. Almost? Okay. You're afraid to make that choice because you're not wanting to go further down that rabbit hole of responsibility and more things, more bills and more another note and another this, and I see a possibility of you doing something that makes you happy, and that's tough, man. That is a tough crossroads to be at. How you can overcome Four of Swords. Four of Swords is just typically a retreat, a falling back. I had this in my last video, actually. Pulling back your energy, going to a quiet place, recharging. But not resting. Recharging, but not resting. When you're always ready for a fight, that can be exhausting in and of itself. You wear yourself down before a fight. There's something about the mentality of the ship is always sinking, and if you live in that kind of mentality of the ship is always sinking, then there's always a problem to solve. There's always a hole to plug. There's always some problem going on that you need to attend. You're just putting out fires and running around in circles, and you'll get nowhere fast with that. The ship isn't sinking, and the more you put out that energy of the ship is sinking, the more likely you are to manifest a problem. And I'll tell you what, nobody wants to be on a sinking ship, man. I know myself, I've cleared out people in my life that are just constantly negative. I can't have it around me, it starts bringing me down after a while. Now, that's not to say that I don't listen when my friends have a problem. When somebody needs my attention, needs my help, I help to my best ability. I make sure I define clear boundaries before I start helping, so that expectations expectations don't change on the fly. Because if you can only do what you can only do, then you can only do that. And if you try to do more, you're taking from your own cup, and eventually you're giving from an empty cup, and nobody can do that. Shadow work is deep, man. No joke. So, where to pull your strength to help you overcome? The Hermit. So, while you've been in retreat and you've been working, you've still been stirring those energies. You're still stirring excitement. You're still, like, not excitement, like outwardly excitement, but like you're stirring energy, and stirring energy creates heat and excitement. You know, just when you boil water, you apply heat, and it excites the water molecules, and then it yada yada yada. So the more you just stir unnecessarily, the more energy you're kicking up to feel, to deal with, to be around. And when it's negative, I mean, you're causing yourself a problem. That's this. I don't know how else to put that. Just put the work down. Put it down. Put it down. And relax. Meditate. Definitely meditate. You know, the figure in the card is holding a lamp in the dark, searching the dark crevices, and we're doing a shadow work spread. I think you've been having some unhealthy thoughts, and it's best for you to sit down, unplug, or plug in headphones, you know, some binaural beats, something like that, some good music, and explore why you're having these thoughts. They're not good. Whether you're thinking about hurting yourself or somebody else, or you know, no, don't. So put the cap on that right now. Don't bottle it up, because bottling it up is just going to make it worse. But put yourself in a environment. Put yourself in an environment that you can control the flow of what comes out of that bottle. You know, if you've got to lock yourself in a room and listen to the music and write, yes, write. Always write. Always write. Keep getting a voice thing. I wonder. Getting your voice out, getting your voice heard. You know, maybe you should start a podcast. I don't know, I've been podcasting for years. It's great. I love it. It's actually turned into to video casting with YouTube and stuff. I guess we have our solution. Get heard. Get heard. First, think, contemplate in your mind, isolate why you're having these issues, and then put it out in the world. Let's do some clarification on it. Sorry, I always try to get right into like the psychoanalyst part of it, you know. But sometimes it would just be nice to get a little clarification before I jump into that. I get excited, y'all. And when I tune in with you guys, when I tune into the collective, I feel like I know when I'm right. You know, and like I said, I tried to shoot 2 other videos and got shot down by spirit. And so far, this video is going a lot smoother than the last ones. So I know I'm on the right track, and I'm here for you guys. And I can't forget that. So I'm gonna find this Page of Swords. Define this Page of Swords. The Fool. Sorry. The Fool. And Two of Rods. I'm wondering if what you need to do is start first. Maybe you need to start like auto writing, or start podcasting, start discussing these things, areas of interest for you, and then through that medium, then possibly identify. Okay. You still need a retreat. You still need a little bit of quiet time. But you just need to pick the thing that you want to be heard in, pick whatever medium, art, paint, draw, sketch. Pick the thing that you've been wanting to do it, and through your work, you'll find the answers that you need. Well, you'll find the right questions you need to ask, I should say. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Page of Swords. Oh, you funny, Spirit. You funny. Eight of Rods. This page doesn't seem like this page. This page is more grown. This page is the inner you. That's the real you. The first page is your inner child. So it looks like in the Three of Wands energy, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna. Eight of Rods denotes movement, forward movement, and it's in front of the Page of Swords that represents the inner. That's you. That's your energy, with getting into action, falling into action, and get going. And that's why you've been suppressing. But the why is the page of the why is the Three of Wands, which is this not wanting to dove into. I think you're seeing the art or whatever it is you want to do as more responsibility, and if you go down that road, you're just adding more stuff to your day, or adding more stuff to your week, and you got too much. Guys, when you want something out of life, there needs to be a sacrifice, and not, we're not going to take some goats, some poor goats. Why would you hurt a belly goat? Come on, man. We're not going to do anything like that. What I mean by sacrifice is there's a give and take. There's ebb and flow to life. There's if you follow the 7 Hermetic principles, polarity, balance, and the opposites are a huge overall sort of theme. So, for instance, when I had my business before, I accomplished my business on time that should have gone to my friends and my family and my relationships and myself. Instead of what I did was I worked a full-time job, sometimes 2 jobs, and did my business on the side, building my building my concerts and all that stuff. So basically, I added on to the stress, and I wasn't balancing my life equally. What I do now, where I've decided to take the time and energy from, is my 40-hour-a-week job, my day job. I took the time and the energy and the effort from the thing that I liked least in my life and applied it to the thing I want most in my life, so that I can have time for the things I need in my life. So, when I speak of sacrifice, there's several ways to sacrifice, guys, and giving your time and energy, that's a huge, huge sacrifice. And I'm gonna call you out right now, because I guarantee you're spending a lot of time and energy on that boob tube, or your video games, or whatever else that's distracting. Distracting isn't. You need to be creating. That's the only way to get to the psyche, is through creation. How to overcome what you've been suppressing. The Four of Swords. I'm sorry. How you've been suppressing. Sorry. Four of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. So, this is a tricky one. How you've been suppressing. So the way you've been suppressing is not... Let me back that up. The way you've been denying your inner child, and the way you've been denying yourself, you're doing it under the guise of adulthood. Oh, guys, I did that too. That is one tricky illusion to get over, man. So you think you're building a retreat, and you think you're building somewhere to be safe and getting close. But what you're really doing is building yourself a prison. That's it. Yeah, you're not building something positive in that life. You're building something. You're building something that you will grow to. You'll grow to hate and to. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You hate to rue, or you start to rue. You don't end up hating your surroundings because you think you're trying to do something that other. You think you're building a home. You think you're building a family. You think you're building something. Something positive, but you're not. On the surface, it looks positive. On the surface, it looks good. On paper, it looks great. But is it making you happy? Are you sacrificing your happiness to appease somebody else, or to appease the appearance of something, of a situation? That makes sense. So the Hangman here isn't here to isn't here to show that you have a different perspective. It's here because you're literally looking at things upside down. You are looking at things through somebody else's eyes, through somebody else's expectations, and that is creating resentment. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. Resentment. You do not want to resent your life. You do not want to resent the people around you. And you don't want to feel forced. And that's where it's starting to feel. So here's the thing. You're worrying yourself because you think once you, if you start a new hobby, if you start a new project, or you start whatever, it's going to take more time away from things that you need to do. But here's the thing. If you sacrifice your time in a balanced way and you approach this from the heart, and that it's extremely important, from the heart, not only will you not be wasting time, you'll be finding happiness, you'll be finding fulfillment. And fulfillment is, it's the bee's knees, guys. It's true. It's empowering. And once you get a taste of real fulfillment, you're not going to want anything less. You'll never settle for anything less. And I'm telling you that right now. Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Pentacles. And it will bring the things you need as far as material. You may not see how yet that it will bring these things to fulfill your the material side of things. You're probably looking at it as like, oh, well, that would make me happy, and you know, accepting that right there, that you're doing something for the sole reason of making you happy, bringing you joy to your inner child. This will follow. This will follow, because universe, Spirit will connect these dots for you. Okay, it's not your job to figure out how. It is your job to figure out what, and then move diligently. Move diligently by your heart. Hermit. Sorry, I'm trying to keep these short. Hermit energy. Where you will find the strength. Hermit. I think I already know. Oh, death. Death. Change. Change. Once you start implementing that and you find your space, the change will come. Judgment. If you feel like this life is being forced upon you by somebody, trust me, that shit will not last very long. So, judgment. Wow. I'm not sure which way this is going yet. You should never feel judged by doing the things that make you happy, especially by the people you love. Especially by the people you love. If you're being manipulated by somebody who claims to love you, know that they don't love themselves. So how could they possibly love you? Doesn't mean they don't care for you. Find true solace. Find something that makes you happy. Cut away from all the crap. Turn your cell phone off. Get peace. I want to make sure I'm on the mark. Sorry guys, the shadow work is heavy duty, man. It beats it out of me. So yeah, really, yeah guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves first, please. As soon as you're done with this video, and after you like and share it, put the phone down, get away from the computer, whatever it is you're doing. and go start something beautiful. Whew. As I said, if you're interested in any more shadow work, I'm going to put some shadow work exercises down in the description, as well as a link to some of Carl Jung's work. I think you guys will enjoy it if you're interested in the concept of the shadow and understanding, you know, the stuff that we're talking about here, with healing your inner child and and fulfillment and stuff. I'm still getting that throat thing. Speak up. Speak up. Speak your mind even if your voice shakes. Taming the Wind. I read Oracle straight out of the book. The essence. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of a sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual onto the material, infusing the world with reverence and acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that exist and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good for all. Yeah, see, you'll help people with what you do. Doesn't matter what you do. You will inspire people. The medicine. Need the medicine. It is time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather to be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Now, the Oracle cards are, I feel like, on the surface it sounds like they're saying something different, but I don't think I don't think it is. What I think it's saying is that once you start voicing yourself as far as your feelings, your true inner feelings, yeah, because that's right. That's what I said right before, either right before I pulled the card or right before I pulled the book. You will inspire others through what you do. When you heal, you will inspire people close to you to heal. So when that healing starts coming about, especially if it's in a situation, you know, that is a commitment that you've made, allow for the other side to have a side, to have a chance to heal as well. Because that makes it all that much more rewarding, I'm telling you. So do your thing in private. That's why the Hermit's there. That's why the Hermit's there. Do your thing in private. Do your art. Do your writing. Do whatever it is you're doing. Do it in private to begin to heal, to find out where you need to heal. Yeah. Because you need to get it out. Doesn't matter if it's public or not, you need to get it out. Journal. Journaling. You can do a video journal, you can do a written journal, audio journal, any stuff like that. But definitely journaling. Definitely journaling. And then once you start to heal, you will see how other people are damaged, because you will see how you've had to heal in order to get past the blockage that they have. And close the card, close the reading out with the rune card. Odin offers you this gift. Ihar. The Valkyrie rune. It is a rune of protection from evil. So know that when you travel this dark road, Spirit has got your back. So don't do it. Don't do it in fear. Walk through the darkness with your head high. I like that. That was good, guys. Stuff. Okay, so if you'd like to support my channel, please do so through PayPal. There's a link in the description below. We do only donations at this point, so any contributions to help keep us doing content would be appreciated. And I'll keep doing as much as I can for the Aquarius Collective as far as these readings. And make sure you like and subscribe. Please like and share this video because it helps us. But make sure you subscribe as well. We're going to have a lot more content. It's not just going to be the tarot readings here. I want to start opening the board for discussions in healing and discussing the new coming of age. This is our age. This is our time, guys. Age of Aquarius. So, and I'll have that shadow work. Thank you for reminding me. I will have that shadow work link posted in the description below as well. So once again, thank you for stopping by, guys. I'm your friend Reverend Mayhem, and be a good person.